chapter 6. My Bible's wide open to Ephesians chapter 6, but I'm not going to share long, so I'm not going to Ephesians chapter 6. Okay, where are you? Right now, Mark 14:36. You know, anybody can be a father. Anybody can be a father, and anybody can make a child. Any man, most any men can make a child. But not anybody can be a daddy. It takes a real man, a real person to be a daddy. And it's Father's Day, so we need to give thanks to those who are truly a daddy. And Amen. Jesus himself gave thanks to his daddy. He lived his every day for the Father. And we're supposed to live for the Father, our Father that is in heaven. And any of us that want to be a real daddy need to be teaching our kids the same thing. So, you know, Mark chapter 14, verse 32 says they went to a place called Gethsemane. And Jesus said to his disciples, "Sit here while I go pray." And he took Peter and James and John along with him, and he began to be deeply distressed and troubled. He said, "My soul is overwhelmed with sorrow to the point of death." He said to them, "Stay here and keep watch." Going a little further, he fell to the ground and he prayed that if it were possible that the hour might pass from him. Jesus cried, he said, "Abba, Father." That means Daddy God. He said, "Everything is possible for you. Take this cup from me. Yet, not what I will, but what you will." He understands that God's completely in control. He understands that it needs to be God's will that's done. While Jesus was praying, he was praying a very, very strong prayer. And he was praying an example that we really, truly need to be praying today. And it lines up with where Pastor Tony was reading in Proverbs a little bit ago. You know, we need to trust in God with our whole heart and lean not into our own understanding, but acknowledge him in all our ways. We need to understand that when we're praying, we might think that God needs to do this and God needs to do that, but we need to truly trust that his will be done. Why is that? That's because right here, we look up here on the screen, right? And we see this big picture. But in our own life, we don't see this big picture. All we see right here is this little play button. And we think, wow, if God gives us this, when the play button gets right here, we'll be doing great. And God sees that, yeah, maybe you'll be doing great when the little play button gets right here. But he sees that if you're doing great right here, you're going to really mess things up right here. And so he sees that if he don't give that to you, you might struggle a little right here, but right here in the end, you're going to finish strong. Amen. He sees that whole picture. We don't. That's right. So that's why we got to learn to trust him. We got to learn to trust God and realize that he does best for us. He's our Father. So, you know, I'm not up here to preach a whole sermon. Pastor Tony shared a really good message. So I'm going to close right there. If any